What's going on, chat? Welcome back to Blunders and Banter. We're about to tune in on watching Tony in mid-game. Looks like he's doing terrible.
He's going to take my bishop, put his queen back out there. Let's see. I go here, he goes here, I go here. His queen can come in, but then I have time to castle. So I think that's pretty good. Ooh. Oh. No, let's develop is good. I get closer to castling. So I threaten to take that. He'll take that. I'll take that to develop. Now he has this, but now I can do that. So that's fine. So if I castle, so I'm trying to do. See, here's pre-move. Right click, right? Just in case he brings the queen down. But he doesn't. Okay. I can throw in a check. So he's probably just going to have to go back or he loses castling, right? So it's kind of like a wasted move. Ooh. That's interesting. Well, all I have to do is, if I had a rook behind my queen right now, it would be checkmate. So let's go quickly do that as fast as we can. So the threat is here, checkmate. Oh no, my bishop. I mean, oh no, my rook. Didn't fall for it. If I go, he takes, I take, he takes. So it doesn't work.
Can you make your screen full size? I want to see something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helped. Our cameras were kind of blocking some of the board because it wasn't full screen.
Gotcha.
But now it's perfect.
So now it's time. Now it's time to go. It's time to go punish him. Like, this piece is out of the game. This piece is over here, and I have like all my pieces like ready to go. So there's that. So maybe a knight jump here, but it's not defended. The queen. Ooh, the queen can't take because it'll be checkmate. So let's go do that, and we can threaten that piece because that'll be a check. And I'll have to go there. Worst case, it's a free pawn, unless he just moves up. Okay, so let me think. He didn't make a good move. If I go here, he can't go here. He has to go here. Or he can take, and then I lose. But because I go there, I can then do my queen. Check. It's checkmate, but he has to take. But then I take with my rook, and I think that's checkmate. Let's do it. I only have 4 minutes left. I'm down on time. Check. Move over. Yeah, you dummy. Now you can't take me. Bloop. And that's how it's done, folks. Nice. That's how you do it in 17 moves.
See ya, 11:25.
Good game to our opponent. What's the rating? A 71? That's not very good. I did have a brilliant move, though. Let's quickly let's see what you guys missed. So I don't rarely ever see this move. Most whites are going to just take the center, or they might do a knight move. You know, they might even do the English where it starts with that. But yeah, I was like, oh man, what's my opening going to be against this? So I took the center, figuring he was going to prepare that. So I brought my knight out. One, to just defend this, because I didn't know what he was going to do. I thought that was a dumb move, because I can just hit it, and then it has to go back. Normal developing moves, still not understanding what his plan is. That is like just knights on the rim are dim. So took the center, he did that. Whoa. Calm down. So he pushes that, and I thought about taking here. But then he would take, and then he'd have a powerful bishop. If I did nothing and let him take, then I could either take here or take here. But then this becomes open again, and then he has a direct line on my king. So I push forward, thinking if he takes, totally fine. I was planning to push that up, build a center, and what did I have here? What was my best move? No, that's his best move. Weirdo. Best. Push the bishop. It was already defended by the queen. Just a free bishop? Yeah, free bishop. He'll probably win the pawn, but... Okay. But I wanted to protect that pawn. I knew I'd hit him and he'd run back. So he's already brought this back and taken it away. He brought this out, brought it away. So he's wasting a lot of moves. I did that to defend the knight coming in. Because if it got there, it can jump here and, hit checks and hit that. Calculated all that. I didn't really see that move, but apparently it's not a good move. If you can usually give a check, that's usually good because then they'll, again, waste a move and go back so they can castle. But in his case, he didn't. He moved away. Oh, and see, that's already a blunder. Did you see the bar just go up? Oh, I should have moved that rook. Well, I kind of gave him that as sort of like the juicer. Go take it, and then win checkmate. Good move. Protect the rook.
The rook or the bishop?
I mean the bishop. No, I wanted to protect the rook, so I had to move it to protect it since there was no checkmate anymore.
I thought you said attack the rook.
Oh, no. Protect.
We'll see on the video.
It didn't like that, but I would assume the computer wouldn't. Because I'm thinking of a human element. If it were me, I can't go here. I can only go here. Or if I take, I get a bishop, I get a rook and a pawn for a knight. It's a good trade for me. So I knew the human would go here. And that's just mean too. So I thought it was clever.
Analyze it, go back. What if he takes with rook? So he takes there, take with bishop.
It saves mate, but I'm up 4 right now.
Right, okay. I was just making sure it saves mate.
So yeah, it saves mate. I have to check here. So he can't move his king. This, if I can get anything to attack him here, it's checkmate. Wow, because I have all of these. I have all of this covered. What's his best move here? Bishop, attack my knight. That doesn't bother me. I just go take it, he would take me. That's weird. You're giving everything away. Trying to trade queens. Say no way, Jose. Nope. Now you trade the queens. Yeah, you're only up 6 with all this stuff. No, thank you. Yeah, and I doubt they would go for that because that's just. I feel like that's just losing at this rating range. You take this. No one's usually going to make this trade. They want that piece for the end game, and you're down 6 points for 3. You would just basically cut your loss at that moment, and you don't think about the rest. But it's 2 moves. They just think this is still covered, and it is for one, but not for the other. So you're basically just sacrificing your queen. So, good game. Good game to our opponent. Khalid 3. So, that was fun. That was just a pre-game before the stream, and then we started the stream. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, you ready to get in and play?
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Yeah, I was gonna do a 30-minute game, so I have a little extra time to think.
How about you play a game now, and we'll watch you. You can do it.
Play. I'll do a 15-10.
I think that one's the best because there's going to be some quick moves, especially in your opening. You should be able to kind of almost add to your time at that point.
All right, this should be. Yep. I put on. Well, actually, I don't know if I can, but pre-moves, I put them on for us. I already don't like it.
Just play your opening. Who's the opponent?
Your foe.
All right, doing good. See, you got some time.
Yes, yeah, pre-move.
Way to go. See, that was quick, man. Look at you go.
Well, I already know. It's
Oh,
just
he's
like,
doubling. He's doubling those bishops on the side. So you can take, the center would be a good idea one way or another. No one's really taking it, so it's open for the taking.
Kind of thinking because he can come in. Well, I got him here, but come in here. If I move this up to c6, it blocks him from pushing his
knights. Yeah, if you have like a bishop or a pawn 2 squares in front of the knight, you restrict the knight. So that's usually a good move, and you let your queen out. So another direction.
And now I got no problems here, so push in.
You already moved that pawn. I would say develop something. So what have you not developed?
There's a bishop there to block that after I move the pawn up. But I guess he can't do 2 either, so
I would say develop before like moving a pawn 1 and then moving a pawn again. I would say try to touch each piece to make your position better. So now there might be a threat on your right side. So you want to calculate what happens if he pushes.
Take.
So if you were to do that and he pushes and you take once, then he takes, then you take, can he take something else?
So I go here, he pushes.
Draw your arrows, it'll be easier.
I take. He takes. I take. He takes.
Nope.
Well, actually, I would take there, right?
No, he would take your rook. He's not going to take with the knight, he's going to take your rook.
I go here, he goes here. He takes, well, I would take that way. But either way, then he takes here. If I take, he takes my rook.
So you don't always have to take either. So if he were to push, kind of like in my game, did you see how I push by?
No, I was messing
What
with
happens if he pushes and you push by?
Right. So if I
It's
go
better
here,
for
he
the
pushes in. I could take once, but if I should move queen up to there.
Again, because you don't have the analysis, I think doing the arrows kind of helps a little bit.
I like that.
So I think your last piece is like your knight. You haven't developed it yet, so I think that might be a good idea. Development, right? You want to do your opening, you want to get your king to safety, and then you want to develop.
I wonder if I go here, he pushes, I go here.
Yeah, you're almost provoking him to do that. So what happens if you go to the other one? The other square?
Here?
Mm-hmm. What happens if you go there?
I go there. Okay, this square covered. I was just kind of provoking him and then dropping back down so I have this covered.
Well, that's already covered 3 times. What about your pawn on e5? That's not covered at all. It's covered tactically.
Fudge it.
Hey, you're attacking his pawn over there, so you protected a pawn, you attacked another pawn. So now he pushed, like we kind of guessed. I would say maybe if you let him take, you can develop your knight right there, or you just take back with that other pawn. But you definitely don't want to take because he has 2 pieces defending it.
I can go here and then jump here.
It all depends on what he plays. So developing your knight is a good idea, but you don't know maybe the next move because it's always dependent on the player.
Right.
Like he might take your pawn on the next one, and you might just take your other one. Ooh.
Well, that's no fun.
You can block with the pawn. Good idea. So you got lucky on that because that was a skewer. You move your queen, he gets your rook.
So maybe get this out of the way.
That's another developing move, yeah. Usually down the files are good. So like how I put it behind my queen last move. So putting it behind your queen's usually good. Putting it on an open file, none of them are open yet, but you would predict maybe which one would open. And then also, it's usually good to line up rooks pointing at the opponent's queen, or something like the knight that's not defended right now. Let's say that were to open up for some reason.
So if he takes, I can't take. Well, I could do my knight, right?
You would take with your knight.
Right.
But, so yeah, your rook move, like lining it up behind your queen or lining it up to point at that knight because that knight's not defended. So tactically, you're setting it up in a way. Excuse me. Let's see what he does. Oh. Yeah, I'm so happy I arranged my room today. Our heads were like basically near the wall that's right behind me. And so by rearranging the room back to the way we had it when we moved in, the heads are all the way at the back. So talking
so
normal.
Push and I could just push right up. I don't have to worry.
Yeah, let's just say he pushes a pawn. You could almost push the other pawn and you could lock all that down.
Right. And then also give that guy another defender.
Because again, you're black. You're defending in a way. They're the aggressor, usually being white because they get that first extra move. That looks like a good idea because you attack the knight, it's defended, and again, you're locking down the center. Mm-hmm. That only favors you, I think. So the knight probably has to move. The knight has to move, but we don't know where yet. If it jumps forward, then yeah, it's attacking your bishop. You could attack his, your idea to go up there to attack his queen and get out the way. He might push his pawn, but then you would take it and you guys would just trade pawns right there, and then you move your bishop away. It's an idea.
Here I put some pressure on his queen, but he could just move. I mean,
he can, but you're still developing.
Pushes here, I can go back, but then he pushes in, and I just take, I guess. No.
We'll see. He has 2 pawns to attack you. Oh, he moved away. So now it looks like he. So it looks like he was probably going to try to push one of those pawns, but then that's when you would lock it down, I think.
So I go here.
And I think his knight is not trapped. You can trade it off for your bishop, but you could set it up. What if? Oh, you can't. No. I was going to say, if you move your queen to align with the bishop, then you'd have 2 attackers to 1 defender, but the queen, the knight guards that square. So, but that's still a good idea, because you don't have to take his knight. His knight's just on the side of the board again, and it's kind of out of the game.
I take here, he takes, I have this.
He takes your queen. He takes your queen. Remember, his bishop is pointing at your queen. But that is a good idea later. That's a good idea later. That's a good tactic. That's why you moved your rook there. But you can do that after you move your queen if you want to. In a closed position like this, knights are better than bishops.
So should I kick it?
I think so, yeah. Doesn't look like a bad move.
Maybe move this back.
If he does move it back, then that pawn on h2 can't go forward now to hit your bishop, and he's probably not going to push the pawn on f2, f3 to hit your bishop either, because you would just take it.
I wonder if I go back here. I'm still defending the pawn. But
yeah, there's 2 attackers on that pawn, and you have 3 defenders. So if you wanted to move your queen, you could.
So I'm just thinking, if I went here, then I have this. I can do my pawn, you know. And I have angles with my queen. Pushes here.
Yeah.
Take.
You're expanding way more than he is. You blocked him in a lot, which is nice. We'll see if he notices the threat, because you want to take that pawn. If he takes, you still have 3 defenders, so you would win. He can't get another defender, so but now he defended his knight because your queen would take.
Like, am I being over aggressive here by doing that?
You're just locking it down even more.
I'm losing.
But you're kind of, that's like a wall. If you do that, he's going to move his bishop back maybe, because now you don't have a threat, and he has the whole scope into your camp.
Do I have a bad bishop because so far I keep it there?
Yours is pointing into his camp right there. So there's 3 squares over there you're taking away from him. You have a good bishop. He has a bad bishop because it's staring into 2 of your pawns. he has no moves other than one backwards. You can still go backwards and save yourself. You have a good bishop. He has a bad one. If you were to trade, then he has a really good bishop on the side over there pointing at all your stuff.
I don't know where to go from here.
You just continue developing. So you have your rook. You already moved it once, but you could try to move it again so the other rook can get into play.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting this here and then moving this one.
Okay, great. Do it. You only have 6 minutes left, so like you're not.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about getting this off of.
But every move from here, like all of your pieces are pretty well defended. Any move you make, you have to think like, okay, you went from defending that pawn 3 times to 2, right? So you're thinking like that. So now where's his threat of his knight? What happens if you take it? You're probably gonna move, he's gonna move that pawn away from the center. Not that one, I don't think. He's not gonna open up his king. I think he'll move his e-pawn.
Well, if he pulls that, then I can take here, right?
You could, and then you attack the knight. And then the knight's probably going to move. And then you have an open file.
Let's try it.
Yeah, get something going. He's got 10 minutes more than you. Now,
thinking queen here, and then oh, I got that guy there, but
yeah, we'll see what he does. He's gonna move his knight somewhere.
Or not.
No, you just move your queen somewhere else. Nowhere where it can get attacked. It can get attacked.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
With a rook?
Yep.
But then I can move, I guess, but
you don't want to. You want him to move. You don't want him to keep attacking your queen. Hang on one sec.
Actually, I should have taken a pawn there.
The wife just needed a little pickle tickle. Oh, you ate a rook, huh? Oh, he's still up one, though.
Yeah, he slid in here, and I blocked with this, but I took my protection away from my other knight. He took it. Here, take a look. Shit.
It's all right. We'll look later. So he's up a pawn, so he likes to trade, right? So what happens if he takes your knight?
Thinking here.
Then he'll just probably attack you. I see a bishop move. What if you only went one square?
Here?
Yeah, what happens if you do that and then he takes you? You take back with your pawn and then you have that file. And then you eventually get your queen to g2. That would be a checkmate.
Actually, if he takes here and I take with queen, he's going to go and gobble up that pawn. So should I be...
Correct. No. I would... You can defend the pawn, but think of another way to defend the pawn with the same piece. Yeah, you keep the file and you protected the pawn. So that's a way. Or you could move it up, because if he takes, then your queen still has it, and you protect the other pawn. Never really put a rook behind a pawn, like one square, because then it's just doing that. If you moved it up to e7, you still have your file when it opens, and you're protecting it sideways. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. He moved over. He's gonna blast down here. So he's gonna bring this all the way down, right? And then bring his queen here.
That would be a good idea. So you could block it.
He's in a little fork right here, right? Oh, no.
No.
Right into his spot. I didn't see it. It blended.
So what if you blocked it with your pawn?
I have nothing protecting it, right?
Oh, he would take it, then you would take with queen, and then he would take your queen. Yeah. So
that's where I would have to do that?
No, because that's not going to do anything.
Oh, all right. I'm thinking of blocking first.
So you have to make a bigger threat, or you can run away.
I need to do something. So keep that protected, bring this up.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. I think he just gave away his advantage. I think he had a good advantage and he gave it away. So again, I think if you had a pawn on f3, and eventually you get a queen to g2, that's checkmate. And that's a pretty big threat. So how many pieces? You're only down a piece, right? I can't tell.
Yeah, down one.
Okay. You got to do something because you only have 2 minutes left. So now your thought is, if I can get my queen to g2, you have a checkmate. So he has to stop that, and you just have to just not die before then. You know what I mean?
So I want to move this up, slide this.
Yeah, whatever you think is the quickest way. By hitting that knight, if he doesn't move his knight, you're going to attack his knight with that pawn. But you're also moving your queen over to threaten checkmate in a couple moves. So, but now he opened it for his king. That's fine. Attack the knight. That's good.
I still slide over.
He might move his king, then you still go in and you still start eating his pawns. That'd be good. You can't take that pawn with your queen because you're protecting it.
He's going to open this up and target this.
But now you slide over and you attack his knight with your plan, right?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I should do this up first.
And his queen's over there. But right now that pawn is blocking the queen, trying to get into your camp. If he uses a rook, you take... I would calculate. Let's just say he takes...
That's a free knight. And if he pushes up, I can just take. And then I can bump in.
So now he'll move his queen over to give you a check. And I'd say you move it back. Oh!
Oh, I got a fork. This guy's not a knight 12.
Well.
Jeegers. Oh, I should have taken.
Make him earn it.
Ain't much, but it's honest work. I pre-moved and I fucking should have taken his knight.
There's always stalemate. See, he has the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna go get all these pawns. Nope, nope. Oh, I was gonna say keep pushing for as long as he's letting you. Because no, you're in check.
I tried to find a setting to tell me I'm in check. Didn't let me.
Yeah, just maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe he'll blunder to where you get a queen with checkmate. You get a queen, it's checkmate because of your pawn.
That'd be funny.
Maybe protect it because you can't protect it once he moves down. There you go. Yeah, his knight's so far out of position.
Problem is, there's no way for me to push that if he stays on this file, right?
There will be, because then he would take it, but then you would take him.
I can't do this because he'll just move pawn down, right?
No? Yeah, maybe.
If I go here, pawn... I go here, he moves here. I can't take because I'm in check. I can't push up because I'm in check.
But you can move your king out of the way to B3.
That or push
No,
up.
it'll be checkmate. Oh, push that pawn. Then you'll push up again with your king. You're just going to go one by one. Well, yeah, do your king.
I was going to take it right now with my...
Hang on. Do your arrows. If you push your king up... No, do your arrows. King up. Yeah. He takes it with... No, he'll take it with the queen. It'll be checkmate.
So I need to go down.
You're surviving. Attacking his knight. Now, if you get a queen somehow, no, you're in check. Just keep, moving down and left. Mm-hmm. Attack his knight each time.
You bitch.
It's alright. Take. No, you can't because it's protected. You have to push to take your. You can actually just go down and see.
Yeah, I need to do that to get his queen out of the way. Now what? Try and go gobble his pawns? I can't.
No, because those are all protected. You have to just go after that pawn.
He's gonna go.
But see, this is where you can try to get a stalemate because you can only move your king.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go there. And now go to, I would say, the left side. Right there. Now if he moves his pawn, it's stalemate. Stalemate.
What an idiot, chat.
Wow. Way to go, man.
I mean, you basically ran that whole back half, but...
Woohoo! You didn't lose. Did you get some rating points? Was he lower or higher than you?
Lower.
You won 5 points.
Nice. Let's check the game review.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, you left the room for 1 second. I lost a knight.
Oh, idiot. Gosh. Yeah, you played your opening quick, which is good. He did a weird opening. He did his knights and bishops behind him and then went for the center. It just gave you a long time to develop and actually take the center, so...
I wonder if this is telling me here for that reason?
Well, usually that's eventually good when you do your bishop move here because it gives your king a square. So remember when you had the two bishops, the bishop and the queen coming down your thing? So if you had, and then the rook would have been another defender. So plus you just get more space and you take away that 5 and you take away the fifth row a little bit.
My queen thought was excellent. Nice. Queen c7 was best. I wanted me to move my queen back.
Probably because it was anticipating this. But you did it afterwards, or instead of moving it back, you just moved the pawn up. So.
Yeah, and since he moved pawn, then that opens that up. So then it's telling me I should move this back. Which also, exactly what happened. He threw me in a skewer. B6. B6 is best here? Oh.
Yeah, you just add another defender to that pawn.
Which I think
right now it's defended 3 times, but... Yeah, you made a lot of good moves.
H6. should attack with the pawn.
Mm-hmm. But it was another way to kind of get your bishop into the game. So
yeah, but I still had this for later. Makes sense why
yeah.
I should just push the pawn. I kind of in the back of my head always kind of think like
the bishop is there like, for that whole thing.
Yeah, well, I kind of have in the back of my head too, like I shouldn't be opening up my pawns in front of my king if I don't have to, kind of thing. Oh, I had a good thing. I wonder what it tells me I should have done. Queen e6. Told me to move over.
Yeah, remember I told you if you had 2 to 1 a defender, then you'd have your queen right there.
Right. So I do that. I'm still protecting that, and I'm running that in. Makes sense.
Basically, like during places like this, you're looking for a war, right? And you focus on c5. If I move that, then I can get that pawn. I can get that knight. So like you had a thought on a war, but you should have other thoughts too. Like, oh, I'm attacking this once. Can I attack this twice? Can I attack it 3 times if he defends it twice? You're looking just for a bunch of little battles, and whichever one you're gonna have more pieces at than the other guy, like that's the one you kind of go for. But you had the right idea of that, trying to do that middle file.
I said that one's best. Go in that direction.
Yeah, you don't want to usually open up your king.
Nice, my little queen hop.
All right, so I didn't see that move because I was gone. So he moves back because you're threatening to take it. Mm-hmm. And then what did you do?
I took.
You took?
If he took, obviously I can take. And then, I don't know, I just took. I have that defended there too. And it's not going anywhere. Queen's safe. So if he took, I take there. He switches here. I can hop and take there. So that's all good. But then he did that.
So now he has 2 attackers, 3 attackers, and you have 1, 2 defenders.
Yeah.
But if he were to take, I was going to say, let's just say he takes with the pawn, then you take with the knight, and then he takes with the bishop, but then you take the rook. Then he has to move the queen over, and then you have the queen to take it. Like, in a way, you're taking one of his defenders. You're deflecting his queen away.
But if he takes this, he gets that.
You take with your knight.
Take that. Yeah.
He takes with pawn.
Right.
Now you take that, moves the queen, and then you get the pawn. It's the same. So in a way, you're deflecting a defender. So you have 2, he has 3, but during the course of the war, you'll deflect one of the 3, and now you're 2 and 2, so you're actually okay. So what happened?
Oh, I took there, and then he took, and then I went to block this. I didn't even see that.
Oh. You went to block. You put a knight to save your pawn?
I mean, also develop it. I mean, if he takes it, I take. Or I'm just kind of here in the middle. Helping that, being kind of...
But yeah, that knight was defending that other knight. But your bishop was defending that knight too, but that's long gone. Okay, so he took, and then you had to take with your queen, I guess. Oh. You didn't want to take the bishop with the queen?
I knew I was fucked there, and then I decided to trade rooks.
But then he moves his bishop away and you don't get it.
Right.
So go back. Try the same thing, but just take the bishop. So what would he have done here?
Don't know. I should have done it.
Yeah, it was already, he was basically trading pieces because was he up a pawn at this moment? Like he was just trading, like I'm gonna take your knight. Okay, I'll take your bishop. Like that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I kind of thought he was gonna take. Where did I go? I went here.
So you moved there because you thought he would take the pawn with the bishop.
Yeah, so let's just say I move here just for fuck's sake. So he takes there, I take there.
Yeah, take.
Take.
I mean, now you can play it out what you thought. Yeah, take. I mean, now you can play it out what you thought.
You know, I get kind of confused on how many, you know, because it's hard in real time. I can't do that. You know, I can't like analyze it or whatever.
Not
so
yet,
I'm thinking,
but you
like,
will.
okay, if
you will.
Or if he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes. I'm like, okay, who's actually missing now? You know.
Now it's your turn, and now you can take the other pawn with your queen. But yeah, that's so, like 3 or 4 moves.
My thought here was, okay, he takes, I take for free. It's just a swap. Not free, but you know what I mean? Like
trade.
Right. So I'm good with that if that happened, which is why I blocked it. This is BA5 or BXA5. BA5. So this says to do this. That makes sense. Because he's not going to do that.
Nope. You have everything defended. Mm-hmm. But if he were to take your, if you were to take your knight, you'd want to take with your knight because your queen is defending b7.
Yeah. And then I
so yeah, you just
because he took and I should have taken there.
Yeah, it's just I think he was just trying to trade down and you didn't trade down. You just gave him a gift.
I was kind of like, after I did that, I was like, oh fuck, I left that hanging, and then I just started focusing on he took it, and then what did I end up doing? Oh, I ended up trading rooks. I was like, all right, this is fine.
I mean, technically you won a pawn for the rook. I mean, that's a good tactic in a way, but you had the bishop first. So and again, it just goes back to fundamentals of, can you give him any checks? No. And then you think of captures. Can I capture anything?
Right.
And you would have eventually, I think, found the queen takes bishop. And you've been like, oh. So
I think at this point I was just like, fuck, I left it hanging. You know, and then I just kind of disregarded it. I'm like, okay, I'm good around it. I can't kill it. You know, there's not like nothing immediately around it to take it. Yeah. Chalk that up to like I fucked up. When, you know, I just basically just should have been like, yeah, take it.
Boom. So the best advice, and I don't know who it was from, you know, some grandmaster, could have been Tall or, you know, one of the older world champions. If you find a move, like your knight move, I think you can find a better one. You can find a better move. Whatever you're thinking, you can find a better move. Either you develop, you attack, you defend, you know, whatever. But yeah, checks, captures.
It's also kind of like, okay, so if say I find this move, like, should I be leaving this there? You know what I mean? To trade, and then.
Yeah, you're developing that knight, you're trading. Yeah, you're developing that knight, you're trading. I would have taken with the.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't protecting anything. I don't know. Just it's kind of like timing, you know. It's like sometimes I'll make a great move, but it's one move too late, and it's a blunder instead.
Yeah.
So
No, you have.
when is the time
You're not
to
going to
trade?
make those mistakes. You're not going to make those mistakes. In the next couple of months, like you'll see.
Yeah, you just gotta go through lines over and over.
No, you'll see like. You defended that pawn 3 times. If you moved your rook, it's defended 2 times. Your knight is defended twice at one point with your knight and your queen. And if that were to happen again, you'll know, like, oh, my queen. It's just going to be there. You're going to start to see what's protected, what's not. And again, I don't always look at checks and captures. But I do try to think about that more and more, and then it's like, whatever move I'm going to play, can I find a better one? Especially if I'm in trouble. He took me. How do I take it back? Can I take it back? Can I attack something else that's more valuable? See, something like that is always good because they can't take your pawn with another pawn. And again, a queen right there is checkmate. So it's like, as fast as you can try to get there.
Yeah, and I kind of, right now, I have this. Can't go down anyway. So I have this. Oh, no, I don't have it. I don't know what he would do here.
It's his move, right? Just see what he did.
Well, it's not. I played other shit out.
Oh, I think you clicked something else. Because you're in analysis.
Oh, I think
you clicked something else. Because you're in analysis. There you go. Now you can just...
I played a few moves, just what would have happened kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Just tell me to do the fork. What this says to do. Yeah, it says to run it down. And then this would be protecting that spot. Imagine take. Yep. Move up, move my king over, and
so you probably want to remember that idea, so this doesn't happen ever again. But do that maybe ever again. But do that within the first 10 or 15 moves of the game. 10 or 15 moves of the game. When your bishop's still alive, right there, you just kind of move that pawn to grab space. And it's like, oh, my king will have a grab space, and h7 square, just so I don't get attacked down that square, just so I don't get attacked line down that diagonal again. Line that diagonal again. You'll know to push that pawn once is a good idea. Is a good idea to avoid stuff like this. Yeah, to avoid stuff like this.
So I went there. He took, I took. That says inaccuracy. Huh. I wonder why it wants me to do that.
Because you're setting up the queen move earlier.
Oh, I guess.
Because now you're attacking both. He could do that, I guess. You have your rook. He could do that, I guess. You have your rook.
I wonder what this is telling him to do. It's gotta be take, right? Yeah, that's telling me to take up the rook.
That's if you would have taken again. They're not always going to be computers. In a open position now like this, he might have saved his bishop, pulled it back, and then let you take his knight, because then you almost open up his rook a little bit. I mean, I might have let you take the knight, because the bishop, with less pawns on the board, I might be able to checkmate you with a bishop and a queen now. And it just makes your king more safe. And it just makes, maybe, you know, if I had your king, I would have 13 minutes to decide on that. But I think I'd save the bishop to decide on that. But I think I'd save the bishop if that line were to happen. Only for that.
Something else he does to fuck me. I was telling him to go there. That's brilliant. I guess that's why it wants me to push up, because for some reason this is brilliant.
Yeah. If you take it, what happens? If you take it, oh, he's gonna go all the way to h8. Oh, he's gonna go all the way to h8. Does he go to h8?
Yeah. Checkmate. No. And then probably this. And then I can't go here because he brings this in, right?
And then you're gonna go somewhere else, and now your rook is dead.
Yeah, I can't defend it.
It's gonna be attacked twice, defended once. Yeah, attacked twice. So he gave up a knight. To get your king out and take your rook. So he deflected your. He just deflected you, so he could attack.
So by me doing this, he's still... Oh, I'm blocking the queen now.
Mm-hmm.
And now he can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Lines just opened up, and there was a tactic there to...
This doesn't change anything.
There was a tactic to attack you, and then put you in check.
Yeah, that's best, which makes sense because he's not stuck, but he's still... Now this is telling him to move out. Tricky little game.
Ooh. See? The line you played was the best at that moment. So now you're just basically even.
I just should have played it earlier, because if I wouldn't have played it, then I would have been... I wonder what happened if I...
Wait a minute. So you moved up, right? He moved a knight. You moved the queen all the way over because you have an idea of checkmate. But he doesn't have... It doesn't have a fork right there. Oh, he had the tactic to get a fork. Okay, because I was going to say, I didn't see a fork.
See, this guy, he's a 9-12 and he sees this.
Well, he had to move the rook over to see that, but yeah. So, do it again. Yep, bring it down. Now, what happens if you move away? Nope. Move away. Go to G7. Yeah, 7. Yeah. He's gonna take your pawn with check.
Okay, you're
gonna take your pawn with check. Yeah. Mate. No, not. Yeah. Oh, almost mate. You move your queen and then you'd be done.
Yeah, this is mate in 2.
Oh, well, if you move, yeah.
Just basically
Take.
sacking for no reason.
Pawn. Yeah. Yeah. So you actually did the right thing by taking, because it made you, go longer in the game.
Yeah. Well, I just figured, oh, he's trading rooks.
Yeah. No, I didn't see the fork because it wasn't a fork. But he created a fork, so that was a good tactic on his part. But you had a good threat. He just created a tactic.
Well, part of me was thinking, which obviously I, didn't think, oh, I'm going to land into a fucking fork, but especially coming from that's what created the fork. I was like, okay, I forced him to move here. I move over here because I'm still attacking. This would be safe also. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'm attacking his knight. He's just going to have to move it again. He can't do anything to defend it. So, moves his knight wherever. Guess he could do that. But then at that point, I run up.
Yeah, I'd go there. You're threatening mate in one because you can. He would take. You would go up.
Where's he go?
He would take. You would go up.
He goes here. Am I in checkmate? Mate in one. But then I go up there, right?
Yeah, you would. Yeah. But I don't think he would go there. Why would he go there?
Go where?
He would move the rook there. He would move the rook there. No, he'd move the rook to G8.
Well, no, because he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything protecting.
But he puts you in check. Do it. Do the rook. G8. So now you're in check. If you take that, he's going to take your pawn with the queen and get you.
Oh, I don't have him here.
No, you have check. So he's going to keep checking you until checkmate. You'd have to go to G6 before you don't take the knight. So go back one.
G6?
I mean H6. H6, sorry. Go back. Don't take the knight. When he moves the rook, the knight. When he moves the rook. Go there.
Well, see, that's why I was saying
go there. H6.
When you go here, well, I guess still mate in one.
Because he doesn't give you any check. Because he has mate in one. He has to checkmate you with a bunch of checks. So right there, he doesn't have it checked anywhere except the rook to G6. The rook to G6. And then he would go there. And you'd probably just trade queens.
What's this telling me?
But
it's telling me to slide all the way back to here.
No, I don't think he would say C8 because then you lose your queen.
That's what it tells me to do. So why?
Well, do it.
Well, it's telling me to do that just to. It's mate in 4 regardless. It's just making it longer. I'm just wondering. So I take here. He takes there. Now it's mate in 2, and I guess I can't do anything.
He's gonna move his. He's gonna move his pawn to check you, and then you can't move anywhere because of the knight.
So what if I do that, I'm an immediate checkmate, right? Yeah. So what if I brought back...
No, I would just say, again, you only got in this position because of a bishop, right? In this position because of a bishop. Just a simple... Right? It was just a recapture that you just missed, and then you go down this new line. So it's like, if I didn't make this blunder, which I think it's easy, you would have a totally different game. You would have a totally different. That's why you keep playing. Because you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna look at checks now, and I'm gonna look at captures. Like if they ever capture your piece. It's like, oh, I want to, if somebody hits you, you kind of want to hit them back. That's your first thought. Hopefully, it's my first thought. But then it's like, okay, can I hit him back? Hopefully, you'll find it, and then it's over. You hit him back, you take the bishop. But if not, maybe there's a check, and then there's a tactic like a fork, or you can attack a high-valued piece. You just go find another war. But you'll see that. You'll take the bishop. You'll have a totally different game. So that's usually what you want to take away. Like, where's your biggest mistake? It was the bishop, and it caused you to go down this forest, this deep, dark forest with a bunch of weird shit. Because your position got all messed up after that, too.
I think a lot of my issue is the time. Like, I don't have time to, like, really think about... I'm not...
Yeah, these are definitely getting fast. But
yeah, I got down to 2 minutes. He still had 15.
Yeah, but he wasn't still playing the greatest moves. I think you were just fine if you took his bishop, and you had a better fortress than he did. So you were doing just.
I played a 15-10 game, and he had 15-23 after the game was over. I feel like he was cheating. No, I mean he had plenty of.
So again, I think from the last one too, it was that me and you. It was like your bishop, it got attacked, and all you had to do was move it back. It's like, don't hurt me. Just move it away. Just backpedal sometimes. So your mistakes are small. They're big to you, but in the scheme of chess, they're
fucking obvious.
Yeah, they're obvious, which to you, hopefully, you'll see that as, man, that's obvious. I should know that. And you will eventually, because the more mistakes you make, you're not gonna make those anymore.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't hang pieces like that anymore.
Well, like I said, a lot of it's time. I mean, at this point, if I go, where was it? I hung it. I didn't even hang it. It was still protected, but I didn't even look at it.
Yeah.
At this point, where was I at? Right here. Yeah, I was down to 459.
That's
terrible,
5.
Yeah.
That's 5.
I had 5
That
minutes.
cost $4.99. Okay, it's $5.
Yeah, so I made this from 459 to 441. So,
Yeah, you could have spent an extra 30 seconds, and I think you would have found a better move.
Yeah, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, we're still middle game. I'm down to 5 minutes. And again, I'm like, all right, protect that. Or do that. This is all good. And at this point, I already saw that was fucked.
What move are you on right now?
Or,
look on the side of the game. What move does it say?
Where would it say?
Yeah, they're all numbered.
Oh,
There's small for me.
55.
Just click back one. Maybe it highlights for you. It's going to be up the list. Go up the list. Find knight c5 on your move. Knight c5.
Oh, shit.
It's one of the X's, so it's your side, which is red.
Oh, this is the whole game.
Yes.
23 out of 55, so about halfway there, and I used 2/3 of my time. And I mean, if you think about it, if I would have went here, or he goes here, I go here, now the game's a little longer too, and I'm down to 4 minutes, 40 seconds.
No, it wouldn't be longer because you traded pieces. You're getting closer to the end game, so.
I don't know.
That's good. That's good for you. Especially as you get low on time, you want to start trading pieces because the game gets easier when you trade pieces.
Well, I feel like it's
then,
longer it's shorter because now he has an advantage, so it's just like, and then I end up trading. But now he has the advantage, so now I'm kind of like, well, fuck, what do I do, I don't know. Not that I was planning on hanging.
But that would have been a good tactic if he didn't see it. So if he takes your knight, you take back with your queen. If you see it, you have a 2-on-1 on that pawn right there. So if he does just a knight move somewhere, or bishop, a rook lift, so he's gonna move his rook over. Like, you have a tactic to go get that pawn because it's a 2-on-1. Now you're winning a pawn.
It's a 2-on-1. Now you're winning a pawn.
So, like, now you trade it down again. But usually when you get down on time, you want to trade and make the game simpler, meaning less pieces on the board. Like, that's what I mean by simpler. You know, if there's just a queen versus a queen, like, you don't have to worry about knights and bishops and rooks and everything. So once you get a pawn up, like, your goal is to trade down, because if you're a pawn up and you can promote that pawn, you win. But you'll see as you play more people like that, like, you're winning when you take that bishop. They're gonna eventually blunder, and you'll see the obvious. Oh, this is hanging, or there's a fork hanging, or usually, you know, around this rating range, it's just whoever kind of blunders first. Is the other one's gonna win? Blunders the bishop. That's all. They're gonna make those same mistakes.
Kind of cutting out a little bit.
They're gonna make those same mistakes. Yeah, I saw earlier throughout your game it was a little sketchy, so I want to look back at some pieces and see if it skips at all, or if it's just sort of my view it skips. But yeah, I'd say good job. Other than, I mean, you went 23 moves before not seeing something obvious, you know. I mean, that's pretty far. You developed better than the other guy or girl, whoever it was.
Yeah, it's all about, a lot of it's just timing. Like, okay, do I attack now or do I wait? Do I keep trying to move stuff around? Do I wait for him to attack me and counterattack? Do I?
Yeah, it's war.
Yeah.
If you have a battle and you're gonna win it, go win it. If you have to defend because there's a battle, you got to go defend it.
Yeah, well,
but always develop.
And also just being like kind of impatient, like I want to start the war, you know.
Yeah. But you did good to get a half. Stalemate's always good.
Yeah, that guy's a loser.
All right, well, that was another successful stream, hopefully.
You tired? You going to bed?
Yeah, I think so. I got up at 5:30 today to do birthday prep, since she left early. I went to the store and got like flowers and a little cake, and so she can wake up to kind of have, you know, breakfast, cake, flowers, and a card. Yesterday we just kind of celebrated it, so we just hung out all day and then we went out to dinner and stuff. But today was her birthday and then she had to leave at 12, so oh, if that's what the chat wants, I guess that's what they get. All right, go ahead and pick a game you want and we'll play.
A 2-hour game?
A blitz game, mofo. I have been disconnected. I've been disconnected my whole life. Oh, that's a fast game. You can do like a 5-minute game.
Nah, maybe you'll make mistakes.
Alright. Let's try 3. How about a 3-2? We get an extra 2 seconds.
What, are you scared? He's scared, Chad. He's scared.
No. What the hell did I just do? What? I tried to play you. I have a 3-minute game against some weirdo real quick. Sorry.
Let's check Tony's board.
I don't want to lose 54 points. If I lose. Jesus, I gotta play so fast.
I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back.
Knock that away. I don't know why 692 is playing 3-minute chess. I don't even play 3-minute chess. I'm just developing. I'm not even thinking. He takes, I take, he's gonna take. He got to just add another defender. He attacks me, I move back. Come on. Make him trade. If not, I'm just going to move over there. I'm going to castle the other way. I'm going to keep attacking him. Where can he go? Can he go here? No, I take. Okay. I'm just going to go attack his king as fast as I can because... Let's see. I can move the pawn up here. He can't take, and then I can move here. I'm just gonna go for it. I got way more material over here. That's nothing. So I push, he takes. I can take with the rook. No. Take with the pawn. Take with the pawn. Move the rook over. And have that. Move the knight eventually. Yeah, let's just keep going. Gotta attack his queen. Because right now all these pieces up here are doing nothing. And if he doesn't take it, I'm gonna go... What do I do? Give it away now. Let's just go there. Take that if he takes. Yeah, see, my pre-move doesn't work.
You gotta actually like move it like you're moving it.
Yeah, he's gonna take my rook, but I'm gonna start busting his shit down.
But I think you have to enable it in your settings on your end.
Let's see, we have a check. God, if I can get my queen there. But now he's gonna be on light squares. So I like the castle. I like the castle hitting his bishop.
You can...
Okay, let's see. I can just move the king, attack, and then go there. Ooh. That looks like a good move. King here. He's gonna move away. But again, I just block. I block this and I block this. That's like a free pawn. Why wouldn't I take that? If I take... I only have 58 fucking seconds left. Yeah. I don't know why I won't take. The queen hits that. I can go there with the knight now. Hit the queen. Let's see. I can still hit the queen. He can go there. I can move up. I can go there. Nope. That does nothing. He's on light squares. I gotta get on my light square. Let's go here. Attack his bishop. He's probably going to attack me. He's going to skewer me. I have to take. I can attack his queen. He goes here. I go here. Attack his queen. But he's going to take me with the rook. I can get my knight in here and block the rook first and attack the queen. That would be cool.
You block the rook, he just takes though, right?
He could take, but then I'd take his rook. He would get 2 pieces for 1. So I'd be trading. Luckily, he's thinking. I feel like he's planning to maybe take or do this. Yeah, I don't like 3-minute chess for sure. You can blunder. You can blunder. But he's getting down to my time. Come on, where's forks when I need them? I don't know what he's attacking. Oh, he's going here. So, got my knight there. Oh, not a good move. God, I want some forks.
4 seconds. Bishop.
He could. He's probably thinking about my king though. Oh, I moved it. I clicked on it. All right, whatever. Let's go over the game review. Yeah, I just lost my rook. So had good space, had good everything, had the advantage all the way to here. So I have a lot of space.
Like he was almost like,
and he has like nothing. He's like, I'm cramping his style. So, but yeah, like, okay, never reached this position before. Like, what do you do? And I figured like, okay, if I march all this here, I have this going here. This has 1 move away. Queen. So yeah, the knight. He moved his bishop because he saw 3 moves ahead. He had a lot of great moves. How many great moves did he have? Okie dokie. Bloop. We're gonna play this fool. 3-minute game. Okay.
Is this 3-2? I sent you 2 challenges.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was a 3-2. See, way to go. You can do it fast. Yeah.
Oh, I just left her hanging. No, I didn't. Oh, yeah.
No, I shouldn't have moved up. I should have taken your bishop back. All right, you got an extra pawn. Better do something with it.
What am I doing?
Undo.
Undo.
Giving me a free move to attack your... Oh, great job. Let me see. Are you... Oh, you're watching... You're doing my feed, but you're playing... Okay. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. It was just on from when you were playing your last game. I'm not watching you, though. I'm trying to analyze with a minute left.
What to do? Let's go attack that. No thanks. No trade.
Not today.
Not today. No thank you, sir. Redo. I clicked the other button.
Don't know what to do.
Yeah, the time. Three's crazy.
Says I played better than you.
You did?
Accuracy wise.
Yeah, I bet you did.
2 blunders.
0.7 more.
Smoked.
You still played better than me with 2 blunders. I made a couple of bad moves. I saw one thing, and then right when I moved, it's like, oh shit, I forgot it. I left bishops hanging. I can't believe those were blunders, though. I'm here to make blunders.
I screwed up. These are good.
Like, all that was good. I just wanted to trade down because we only have a minute. So I thought about this move when I was like, first, right here, when I did that, I'm like, oh man, he's going to bring his rook down because you can attack this pawn. And, you know, if you ever get both your rooks on the 7th rank for me, or the 2nd rank for you, and they're together, that's really good. So you had an opening to go here just to get that, and for me to block it with that would be dumb. So I think that would have been a decent move, because once I do that, I might come over and then try to trade it off. But I saw that, so I had to go take the file, but in taking the file, I'm kind of in a pin. So I was trying to think, okay, I don't want to move that knight. Because I moved the knight, I don't have a defender now. I went here when it was defending that one. So yeah, you got a free knight defending that one. But I was like, oh, I moved it. I don't have anything to attack it with. I should have just taken it like that. I should have just taken it like that. So by doing that, I feel like that was a blunder, not taking it. Yeah, so I figured you were just going to take it. That's why I even did that arrow in the game. And you didn't see it because you played that. You just went after my rook. So you got a free knight, and you would have had a free bishop. But then I was able to equalize. But you still had a pawn. I don't know why I didn't just take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I went to attack.
You made the right moves after your bad ones.
Right.
And I meant to go there. I was so mad because I wanted to defend that.
Yeah, look at OBS. So I did that to attack your rook, and I was like, well, shit, you're just gonna take my shit. And then I went there to attack your bishop.
I let you take it. That's what time does.
Yeah.
So. At this moment, I just moved my king and I moved my rooks not to get attacked because you had 2 seconds. You had like 10 seconds. So if I move quick, then you don't really have time to react. So I just moved like safe moves really quick rather than try to attack you.
Mm-hmm. Go to your settings in the bottom left corner, and then all setting, and then live chess, and then where is it? Enable pre-moves. Yep.
See, I thought I did that on my phone, and I thought it maybe would have done it here.
Yeah, and you just move it like you would normally move it.
Yeah, those red pieces.
Yeah, you don't right click though. I thought it was right clicking, but you just pre-move.
Oh,
So
you don't right click.
no.
You just move it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it. Okay, it wouldn't have won anyway. No, I don't want another 3-2. We can play a 5.
Okay. Is there a 5-2 or something?
There is a 5. All right, we can do a 10. We can do a 10. Now we're going to do a toss-up between white or black.
Okay.
Because if you have to play white, you can get some practice with white.
Yeah,
white.
black.
All right, 10-minute game. I feel like I prepared with black so much too that sometimes I don't know what to do with white. Loady.
Keep chasing until you find what's deep inside.
So this is called the Indian game. All right, so you want to break right there. What happens? Maybe I take. You got 4 different ways to take. Can't analyze all that. But if you take me, you have 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2. Means I need another. Or I just push again.
Keep chasing until you find what's deep inside.
Good to take some time here. That is opening up some stuff.
Until you find what's deep inside.
I wonder why you're really low.
Why I'm really low? What?
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Oh, I wasn't talking.
I don't think that's the right move, but it locks everything for a little bit longer. Sure. Oh, I totally forgot about time. I wasn't even looking at the clock.
Champion.
You are the champion. I lost 22 points, baby. Oh, wow. We did good. We got 3 blunders. Let's check it out. Oh, one each. So I was playing the Jobapa London, and you did King's Indian, but you had C6 played. Okay,
I did
all good
C6,
move.
so your knight couldn't push in.
Oh, okay. So I wanted you to go here, because then you would attack my bishop. So I could probably just move it back. This is common in this type of... It's common to go here. If you take, I do this. Because in this line, I kind of point this way, and then I can have this way, and I have this going over there. So I probably would have done that. And then we would have gone on. You go back. I thought that was a pretty good move because I'm like, oh, 1, 2, 3. I got 1, 2. So I thought, okay, I can add 3. If I could just jump my knight here, it'd be perfect. So I thought, like, okay, I'm going to lose the war. So I take, and it's defended 4 times. And I figured you just maybe go recapture this way, and now you have an open file for the rook. So I have to move this out. You move that. I move that. So I push forward, knowing I was probably going to lose the pawn eventually. But it kicks your knight out of the way. I thought that was good because you were attacking my queen. I can't go there. And you were attacking that. So I thought that was a good move. What was the best move? Give you a check, okay. And then you move. Then I go there. Okay. So it's not like that horrible. It's just... It's like blunder, but then it's like the best move 1 move later. That's weird.
Right.
Like, what's the check do? Like, it just puts you over there. Even again, if that was check, you still would have taken it, whether you were here or here. So I think that's weird. So I think this is a good move because
There's probably something I could have done on that first move that was a blunder that would have fucked you. Like, what's to say my best move is? Oh, that'll do it.
I know, but I already took your bishop. You know what I mean? Like, you were supposed to recapture it. So I took, but you went here. Like, you still, like, I planned for you to trade it anyway, so...
Yeah, but now, since I moved, you... Oh, well, did I put your... Right,
so I
you
was
could have backed
blocked.
your bishop up there.
No, because you would have taken my queen. So... But
Oh, I gotcha.
back it up.
What's it tell you to do?
It says to go here. Like, in a way, it saves the bishop.
In check.
Yeah, you're in check. So I can save. It's like an in-between move. I can check you. I save my bishop. It saves you from taking it.
Right.
Yeah, that's like a thing I haven't really got good at doing yet. I mean, I'm looking at it more and more. Like, each time, like, what's a check? Like, oh, I can go here, give a check. But it's like, oh, my queen's attacked. I should deal with that first.
Right.
You know, those in-between moves, it's called a swish and zook. So it's like you have to deal with a check. You know, it's a forced move, so you have to. And then it's like, but that doing swish and zooks, like, it just remains that it's still attacked. Kind of like later when
I did a couple
you were
of
attacked.
those. I don't know if it was this game, but
yeah.
And then it's also like, okay, do I
think you were doing
put you
fine.
in check for the sake of putting you in check, just because I can? You know what I mean? Like, but.
Mm-hmm. But that one I see now, it makes sense because it was attacked. I mean, I figured I was trading it at the moment, but when you move that knight there, it's like, well, my bishop is still free. Can I free it up? Yeah, you can go check the king.
Well, that's kind of what I did. Was I was like, all right, I'll get the bishop I don't have to take the bishop now. I'm gonna put your queen in check.
Yeah, you tried to
lack
do a
of better
swish and
words.
zook.
Right. And then I'll just go back and take the bishop after.
Yeah.
But that way I could develop my knight.
Yeah.
Where if I would have taken the bishop first and then you would have moved, maybe it would have stopped my knight from moving in, you know? So that's why I did the knight first, but I didn't think about you putting me in check and swish and zook.
You would have been swish and zooked
Yeah.
after doing your swish and zooked. All these moves are good. We didn't really blunder here. I figured about going after that pawn because if you had a chance to move it forward, it's protected twice and only defended twice. I would have taken, you would have took. I would have taken, yeah. No, I'm wondering why this was a question mark. Because I saw you doing this, and so you have two defenders. If I attack it only twice, so I'm like, oh, I need a third defender.
Let's tell you to
so,
do.
But it didn't like it, so it wanted me just to move the knight.
Oh, which also
attacks. And then if you would have done this, now I can't do it. Like, that's a good move. So I was preparing for that, and I didn't want to deal with it because now I got to move the queen. And just says move it over. Like, yeah, I don't want to do that. It's almost like we're gonna fight over this square. I'm already having two pieces there. Why not just go get a third? Then you add that, but I can just take that now, and you can't push forward. And we have a battle right here because you would have had 3 to my 3.
So what's it tell me to do next? What does it tell me to do?
Attack the rook.
Oh.
You might be able to own the file. I probably wouldn't retreat anywhere. So if I take, you take, and then I can't go. I can't go there. So you kind of own that file until I can defend it somehow. Move my knight there. Queen protects it. I can go there so it can protect that. But yeah, made a good move. You had a brilliant move. I mean, a good move. Great move. Another great move. Oh man, Jameson, you're so great. You're so great. Now this, I didn't see the check. I knew you were going to take the pawn, but then I was going to take this one, and you would have moved, and I would have taken this one with a double attack, but this one's defended, so then you would have moved this, you would have moved this, probably attack me, then I might try to just go, somewhere else to put you in check so I can get out of the way. I was hoping to get 2 pawns through that maneuver.
I wonder if here I should move.
That's a good move.
Yeah, what is your next move? You move king. So I wonder here if I should have moved my rook to G8.
G8.
Or H8, either one.
Probably not H8. That'd be bad. You don't want to put it right behind your...
Well, just to stop you from taking the pawn.
Oh, you're defending the pawn. Yeah, but see, I think it would have been more of a... I think the king, because you moved it away once, and that's what gave me the idea. Oh yeah, you had to get my rook. So it's like, okay, this pawn's free. But that, I was like, oh, well now you can just go there.
Oh, right.
That one. Yeah, because you're going to lose 2 pawns.
Yep.
With that tactic. So that's why I did that.
Who blundered there? Me?
It's just a bad move by me. They say to attack that. I think the best was that. Or good. Let's see what the best was. I thought about this, but I'm like, I'm just giving away a knight. And I was like, where's the check? Oh, I can go here. Oh, I would have that. And then I get my rook into the game that way. Okay. So let's play that out. I thought about that too, but I was like, I get maybe a check. I don't know what to do. I didn't even think about bringing a rook in. So that. Take it. You know you want to. And that would be a check because I have all of this covered. Now I have all of that covered. Wow, you wouldn't have to block with that? Really? That's the best move? Why can't you just go here? I go there. I go there.
See, I blundered the knight, so it said.
Yeah, because of I was about to do that, but I saw your rook getting into the game, and it's like, okay, you're gonna have all your pieces kind of starting to get active, and mine aren't as active. And plus, in the end game, you do want to kind of start to bring your king out to the action and use it as a piece.
Right.
So, yeah, it wanted me to take that, which I probably I would need time to calculate that. But why wouldn't it was a checkmate? You go here. Yeah, you can't go anywhere. Okay. So your best move would have been to. No, your best move. That's your best move here. Oh yeah, the king. Yeah, king goes there. So now I don't really have a plan to go there. I might have doubled this up to go there. I mean, I guess I can still go there first, check, and you move away. Then go here. No, that would be bad. Really bad. Oh. Could just do perpetual. Wouldn't do that though. Alright, so yeah, you just have to protect that pawn. It's your best move here.
I don't even know if I saw the pawn.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a good move. I thought it was a decent move you did because it's like, oh, I'm attacking your knight, so I'll just go attack your knight. It would have been a trade, but I didn't really want to trade. So yeah, you just had to move away and attack it. I probably would have just moved it up. Of course, bad for me. I was trying to just put you in check and see what I can make out of it.
Yeah, I was trying to run my king up a little bit.
Yep, you just had to get your rook to own that file because I couldn't trade it off because I don't have a thing. So you could own that file and then eventually, yeah, double up on this horse. Go here, and then you can take. Because eventually I could maybe just go up here to defend it, but you have two pieces, and then you bring your queen right here, and now you're attacking both. You're gonna win. You're gonna take some stuff.
Two greats. Me and you both had 10 bests. You had more excellence, more goods. I had 5 inaccuracies. You had 4 mistakes. We both had a blunder.
%, 1100. 68%, 950. Yeah, you had two great moves. That's good. I had a chance for brilliant. I think brilliants are so cool. I don't get those too often.
Yeah, I would like accidentally fall into that.
Well, good job, man. You won. One on time. But you're getting better at the opening. So I think when you played that guy, you did it pretty quick. Did it against me. You just have to learn it so you can play it that quickly. Again, you're just trying to develop your pieces. Yeah. No, there's like, again, once you start playing that and like you're starting to get good to where you went again 23 moves, without making a blunder, and then at some point you're only getting certain kind of games. So when you do a different opening, you'll learn the French defense, or you'll learn the Caro-Kann, or you'll learn the Owens defense, or you'll learn the Dutch defense. Like, you'll see how the games go differently. And, one might have more attacking power. And that's sort of like aggressive play. So then maybe you want to try that. You might lose faster, but you actually might win faster too. The King's Indian's just a good setup so you don't lose fast. Your king is very safe, and you kind of sacrifice the center a little bit just to have development and safe king. But you'll get to the point where you'll find a new opening, and then you'll try that opening with black. But you always have like the King's Indian to get better. And
you can see my screen.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, I know essentially this is it, And then sometimes you bring that out depending on, if they bring like here, I'll bring that out to stop it from going here to my knight. So if it's like if you play that right away, I would play that to stop it. And then, you go here, then I can play. Come out. I don't know, whatever you do. So I know to do the King's Indian.
You're breaking up a little bit.
I know to do the King's Indian. I just don't, depending on what's played. Like if that's played, I know I can go there. And if that's played, sometimes I'm like, oh, I should attack it, and then you bring something in to,
Yeah, they're going to push forward on you. No, they won't do that. No, they're going to push it forward. So you don't want to do that. They'll push it forward and kick your knight out, and now your knight has
Well,
to.
see, that's how I get in trouble.
So don't do that. Just bring your knight out.
So,
Bring your pawn up if you want to first, so you don't get attacked by the pawn because it's already defended. If you don't like it. So maybe in that variation, bring your pawn up first before your knight. Yeah, and now you're gonna.
why?
Because go put your knight back. Push the pawn.
Oh,
Take. And
Right.
now it's attacked. And now you're gonna think, well, where do I go? Do I go forward or do I go backwards?
okay. So
Where do you go? Where do you go?
But if I push the pawn first, I don't know. Where would you go?
I just
actually
develop
here.
probably. Yeah, I might develop.
So then I go here, and you still have the same thing, though, right?
You can do your bishop first before the knight's still and attack that pawn. So right here, again, you can go either backwards or forward and attack the pawn that's attacking you.
But then I go here, you go here.
So again, you're trying to just get that set up. But that pawn is there to protect you to where if they do take and it attacks you, that knight can move to attack it. No. Go to the left side or back. But I'd go to the left side or back.
That's
Go top left with your knight. Go top
Oh,
left
no, it's
with your
not.
knight. Don't take with your queen, you'll lose it.
Top left.
Don't take or they wouldn't take with their queen. No,
Right.
right there. Yeah, right there. So now you're attacking the pawn when it attacked you, and it's defended, so the queen's not going to take it. So now they're going to think about how to defend their pawn. So, and then you have two attackers and it has one defender, so you could take it. No, you could just take it. That's a war you can take, right? No, you could just take it. That's a war you can take, right? So depends on which one you want to lose. Do you want to lose your bishop or your knight? Probably lose the knight. Knight for a knight and a pawn. Probably lose the knight. Knight for a knight and a pawn. That's okay. You just take it. Okay. You just take it.
I think you're behind me. So I'm going to move the knight right now. Did you see that?
I'm behind you, and then you moved your knight where it can be taken?
Yeah. And now I'm going to move it back to where it was right now.
Okay.
Was there a delay?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounded like you were like behind what I was actually doing.
Oh, I think I was just a little bit. Like, it was a little delayed.
Maybe because I'm like moving too quick or...
Delay.
Back.
Delay.
So that's kind of the thing is like, okay, if I do
I'm
my
not sure
standard
if
King's
it's
Indian,
like I'm not sure if it's like
could be because you're running those other tabs or something too.
Take all that shit away. So yeah, this is fine. Where if you do your knight move and everything, your knight's fine if it does get attacked after takes. You move. I would move forward because sometimes they might just see like, oh, I can take the knight. Especially if it's kind of like a quick game. Then you get the queen because it's actually defended. But if it's not, then you're going to win a pawn in the exchange.
So like in this scenario, why'd it go there? If you went here, I'm not going to go here because you can push it. So I would go there to stop it. So
Okay.
Then you go here.
Okay.
And if I go normal development.
No.
Again, you want the same. You want 5. Those 5 moves, you're gonna change it each time.
Right. Well, that's my
I
problem.
mean,
is I'm trying to not get trapped, which is why I don't do the King's Indian just super quick because I'm worried.
I mean, you could still do it. You could still do the knight right there. That's fine. So push, take. You're gonna see how it's already better flip black. You'll go there because it's still defended because your pawn. You'll go there because it's still defended because your pawn move.
Right.
But they can do their knight now.
Which one?
Their other knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to defend it, so now it's 1-1. Yeah, they want to defend it, so now it's 1-1. And then what's the best?
What's the best? Fuck your castling, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. You're black. You want to trade down, get him to not castle. It's a good idea. Get him to not castle. It's a good idea. So this is kind of like what you do. Like whenever you get a game like this, whenever you play me or whatever you play, like if it's move 3 or 4 or 5, and they do something weird, and then obviously you play, but during the game review, you want to know what the best move is for that weird third or fourth move that they played. So again, like you can bring the pawn first or the knight, depending on which pawn they push. And then if they ever do push, like what happened here, you know, okay, I can jump my knight to G6 or G5, G4. Attack the pawn. If your bishop's there, you got help. If not, then you'll take the queen. They'll lose castling rights. And then maybe do the next 5 moves, or next 3 to 5 moves, just to sort of like see what the plan is. What's the computer's plan from this position? And then you try to just put that in the memory bank.
I pushed up here. I could have just threw it in a fork.
Yeah, you got a fork. That's a good. Take the queen to move the king over, and now you have a fork. Now you win the rook, and
so
now you're just playing chess from there.
I hit this. Yeah, I hit this. Oh no. They push in. I take. They take. I go queen.
Take.
They take. I jump here. And that's it. Well, I don't know if how
I wouldn't do that because you want to set up. You want to set that up. Kind of like how they did it to you with the rook. Once you took, you're walking into the rook right there that you didn't walk in. You're walking into the fork right there that you didn't walk in. So let them take.
So they take.
Now move your knight to attack it. Now they're going to move their knight to defend it.
Right, or they take.
Yeah, they might just take you. That's fine. That would be their best move because if they don't do that, that's what you're going to do. Don't do that. That's what you're going to do. Let's see. Now, if they didn't do that, and then you take their queen, now they walk right into a fork. Your other one, you're trying to prepare for it and hope they don't move.
So if they went there first.
Now you have a tactic. Your tactic is. Yep. So it's hard to find forks, but now it's even harder to create them, and that's what better players do. They create them. So that's you creating. That's a good one. So that's you creating a fork, and that's a good one.
Yeah, and I mean, even if they decide to take here.
That's their best move because now they can defend their pawn, and they would do a knight move to defend the pawn.
Right.
And then I would say you want to get your bishop out, so it's probably, you can double attack the pawn. There you go. They might move the bishop out. They might move the bishop defend it. Now it's defended twice. Yeah. And then
then the stop and push the pawn. So I pushed the pawn before, but I should have, makes sense, develop the knight. And then they say
there you
take.
go.
And I'll probably take towards center. No. Tells me to take in. I guess to connect.
Take in to connect. Yeah, connect those.
Versus this way.
Yeah, you don't. Now you have 3 pawn islands.
Right.
That one you have 2, but they're connected. So that would be better. 2, but they're connected. So and now your bishop is free to come out. Bishop is. You eventually bring your other bishop out. You eventually get your bishop out. Rooks to the center, wherever they are best, not behind pawns. And then you just play chess. So, again, this is all if they push, right? No, again, this is all if they attack. You take, right? They jump the knight forward. You take. They defend forward. You're already gonna win. So,
right.
That's it.
Well, it's a good strategy versus the 2 pawns. I just want to make sure that after shit was done. Oh, I did it again. So I push, they push, I go here, they push, I take, they take. I
You have to do your knight first.
Hope they go there. I trade. And they're fucked. But if they don't, and they do the queen.
Now they come out to attack it, to defend it. You attack it again for a second time. They defend for a second time, most likely. So you can usually predict all this. And now it'll probably be a take. Because they want to probably try to mess up they want to take away your center pawn. Get you down from 4 to 3. And then, you have no clue what they would play here. It's a bishop move. It's a knight move.
This is kind of how the grandmasters, they play everything quick as fuck to this point,
Yeah. They play theory as much as they can.
A million times. And then it's okay, where does he go? Does he go here? Does he go there? Does he play something weird? Does he push the pawn in? It's who knows? Does he attack?
Yeah. No, you have 2 ideas for if they ever push on you. You don't need to be scared of it. You can play 2 different ways and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, and every once, 30% of the time someone's going to fall for it and I'm going to fuck them. The other one, I'm still, after it's all said and done, I'm still okay. 0.5,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then you're just playing.
These are connected.
You're playing the dude. You're playing the chess after that.
Right.
You're developing. You're attacking. You're going to find another little war. Try to get your rooks on, the second rank together. Gobble up pawns. Push your pawns. That's basically the strategy.
Why is that move so?
They might attack your knight, so now you're just defending it.
Oh, the game's bugging out. Something's bugging out.
Yeah, I can feel it being a little laggy right now. So I think that'll do it for today.
Oh, it says I've been disconnected. But you were cutting in and out pretty bad too. I don't know if it has something that's going on, but anyway.
Not sure. But we will fix it. Don't you worry, guys. This is going to be nice, smooth sailing eventually. Guaranteed not one person will watch it all the way through. That's probably what I'll check on this one, especially towards the end. I'm going to look at some stuff and It's probably your end. I mean, my end's perfect. Like, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna. Eventually, we're gonna get so good that people are gonna watch and be like, "Where's all the blunders?" Like, no, we're good now. That was back then. Alrighty, friend. I'm gonna go to sleep. Till next time. Play smart. Play smart, everybody. Don't blunder as much as us. Stay tuned for the credits. Stay tuned for the credits and the music. The 5-minute after party.